Nigga ain't no committing treason. After I'm done, nigga, you know your bitch, I'm skiing guarantee. No nigga can't defeat me.
It's like one day you're here,
one day you're here,
then the next day you gone.
The next day you gone.
We say that we must come to know the difference between mobilization and organization because the enemy will use mobilization to demobilize us. Mobilization is very easy. Very, very easy. Because since we're people who are instinctively ready to respond against acts of injustice, anytime there's one little act of injustice, we can blow it up and we'll find people who come and make some mass demonstration around it. Miss Sally lost a job. Let's rally. She'll get a job back. People will come and rally. So-and-so got kicked out of school because the teacher's unjust. The unjust, the people will come and rally. They will come to rally at issues. And this is what mobilization does. It mobilizes people around issues. Those of us who are revolutionary are not concerned with issues. We're concerned with the system. The difference must be properly understood. The difference must be properly understood. Mobilization usually leads to reform action, not to revolutionary action. If we would look scientifically at the October 16 million and more march, we would see clearly that this was a mobilized event, not an organized event. We must know clearly the difference between mobilization and organization. One of the characteristics of mobilization is that it is temporary. Organization is permanent and eternal. Clear differences must be made because the unconscious can usually be captured easily around one-issue items, around mobilization items, but it's hard to catch them around organization. But these unconscious must be brought to organization. We must transform mobilization to organization. We say the enemy will come and use mobilization to demobilize us. Many brothers and sisters who've been to the million and more march will say to you, I was there. But what are you doing today, my sister? I was there. There weren't too many sisters out there, but you know, with a million brothers together, you know where I had to be. I was there. And then, of course, you find brothers, yeah, I was there. I helped you. What are you doing today, brother? If we're not careful, we allow mobilization to become events. The struggle is never an event. It's a process, a continual, eternal process. We say it is our job to use mobilization to drive us to organization. You know our theme is organization. We want power. We don't want money. We don't want fame. We don't want fortune. We don't want popularity. We want power. Power. And power comes only from the organized masses. Power comes only from the organized masses. Therefore, since this is what we're concerned with, power, and we as a Pan-Africanist, we have every right to be concerned with it. Africa, after all, is the richest continent on the face of the earth. Properly organized, should be the most powerful continent on the face of the earth. Therefore, our drive towards power is clear. We want power, and we can only have power through the organized masses. Of course, capitalism, a system which in deforming our thinking always seeks to make it appear as if the organized masses is some unattainable goal. Even the other day when speaking to a sister who's been involved in activities over. She said, so when you say a mass party, what do you mean? I said, I mean a mass party. She said, but the APRP goes everywhere in England, they go in the Caribbean, in the United States, in Africa, and they're always saying about a mass party. What do you mean? I said, every African in the world inside our party. She said, are you going to get that? I said, that's what I'm working for. And if I don't get it, my granddaughter gonna get it. But I'm working for it. Her disbelief comes from the fact that capitalism tells us that, well, you can be scientific about everything except human nature. that people are so different. They have such different tastes, such different tra-la-la-la, that you can't bring them together under the same roof. This is a lie. We will never tire of saying it. Capitalism does not lie some of the time. It lies all. So capitalism has us believe that you can't organize all the people around the same thing. That's not true. You can organize all the people around one thing, truth. Now, what capitalism will try to make it appear as if the truth is not one truth, but anybody can have the truth. This is stupidity. Nobody's born with the truth inside of them. If they were, they wouldn't need to live. We come to know the truth from outside of us. Some people think that they know the truth because they were born to know the truth. That's a lie. You know the truth from constant struggle against lies. That's how you know the truth. Constant struggle against lies. For example, they try to make it appear as if we Africans will not arrive at uniting ourselves even the question around our identity. Well, you may call some of them Africans, but some call themselves black, some still call themselves colored, that's fact, they do that. But this is because they've been miseducated by a system which seeks to keep us divided, and this is the truth. And this is it. Obviously, we cannot be, all of us, so many different.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey. And let's
America, and we're not going to use the capitalist media press. And we have done it, and we have not used the capitalist media press.
To have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black? Too strong? Yeah.
We were born to be great.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black?
go to GNJMedia.support. GNJMedia.support.
Ayimbobe is an acronym, Mind, Body, and Universal Balance Empowerment Institute. It is also Zulu. It means lion, of course. With that, we're working with resiliency. We're working with trauma-informed care. With all of the mind-body connections that we need to not only address so many of our ills, but also to heal from them. There's no one giant step that does it. It's a lot of little steps. Author unknown. How do you regulate? Yoga, meditation, and Bube. Mind, body, universal balance, empowerment. We're waiting for you. How do you regulate?
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shouts out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Fam, just move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on, drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on, drink it. Lift and drink it. Come on. Drink that health in. Drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pull. Lift it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Come on, come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. What? Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Oh man, we are up, we are live, and man, now it begins. Now it begins, right? So, what's next? Where we going? Come on now, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Well, we tried to talk about it a little bit last night, but some of y'all was busy last night. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I understand y'all tour. I understand y'all tour downtown up last night. What's going on, family? What's going on? All right? So it's time for us to go on and do our daily toast and have our talk. Shouts out to Mama Margarita. I see you out there. Family, I want to welcome you, of course, to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. First off, welcome to the Congregation of the Mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Of course, you know this is a Heart of a Silver production, and right now we are on the Daily Toast, where we strive to blow up your old paradise. Man, family. We made it through one proverb last night, and Brother Shaka called in, and the subject changed and all that, and that's cool, you know, because like I said, the show, it's a family show, it's our show, so let's go on and continue to build it up and continue to do the work, right, family? So now, you know, now some points were made, and it's probably going to be something popping off today, you know what I'm saying? It's probably going to be because you have people who have been pent up, right, in their houses with this coronavirus, and then you have, see, this is what happens when you have callous, unthinking, uncaring motherfuckers who think they could get away with anything, right? Just by the virtue of the group they belong to. Now, I just recently got treated to, and thank God it didn't turn out violent, I just recently got treated to this whole story about the brother in Central Park and the dog. Y'all heard about that, the white girl and the dog? Where she went from arguing mode with him because she was wrong, letting her dog run around, and because my man pulled out some doggy treats, he was going to feed her dog. She didn't want her dog to eat from the hands of a black man. She wanted to keep her dog safe, so she started strangling her dog. And at the same time, she went to her theatrics about, I'm going to let them know that you a black man and you threatened me in Central Park. I don't know where I am. And she went straight damsel in distress. Now, family, if you ever need to understand what bitchcraft is, that was bitchcraft at its finest. Bitchcraft by a bitch. That was incredible. That bitch need an Oscar, because she went from, I'm just upset that you got the audacity to tell me that I need to put my dog on the leash, and I don't want you to feed my dog a biscuit to like, bitch, are you serious? I mean, the only thing I'm looking at this, and I'm so glad my man taped that shit, because if not,
it'd have been some problems in New York. I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my God. But that's how easy it is for many of us. You know what I'm saying? That's how easy it is for many of us. You know what I'm saying? I see the police behind me. I start thinking about what's in the car. I start thinking about what's up under the seats. I start thinking about what's in the trunk. Even though there ain't shit there. I said, oh man. All right. Yeah. Then I start thinking about what my son might have. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is how we have been programmed. So you take this for years. It's being stored up. And then you put motherfuckers on lockdown. Then you put motherfuckers on lockdown that might not have jobs from the beginning, might have just start working, things was looking up, and then all of a sudden, pow! I mean, come on now. You got people cramped up, stuffed up, can't go nowhere, and then all of a sudden, you get a callous, fuckery-minded individual, racist, white supremacist, who has an opportunity to display his power to the world. And that's exactly what he do. So what do the people do? The people display their power. Because at the foundation of this whole thing is the people. When they talk about boosting the economy and jumping the economy, that economy that they're boosting is built by people. When they talk about government and politics and all that, that's built by people. That is people. It's run by people. It needs people. So now it begins. Where do we go from here? Right? Or did we just burn off some energy? See, I'm very careful about a lot of that stuff, because oftentimes you will have people who will be so supposedly down with you, and you find out later on that they on the other side. They'll be the ones starting the issues. And then on top of that, if you look at some of the strategies of the police, rather than just giving motherfuckers room and letting them roam, blocking off the streets, let them protest. Move the fuck out the way. Just keep a safe distance and make sure that people that are not directly involved are not able to get hurt. Let them burn off the energy. No, what they do, they squeeze them in. Oh, we got to close this down. How the fuck? Wait, time out. Let the people burn this off. But no, what you do, you squeeze them in. And every rule of law, well, my fault, war, my fault, at least civilized war, you never corner somebody in. See, it's called a pinch move for a reason. When you pinch something, the natural response is ouch. There's some type of response when you squeeze something. And when you corner something in and come from all different directions, and you leave it that the only way they could get out is through you, you're going to have people do what happened last night. See, it amazes me that white supremacy, which is basically our government, believes that they could pinch or choke a motherfucker and he is just supposed to freeze and not move. That don't happen in the wild, and that don't happen in the city. When you choking someone or you're pinching someone, you're going to get a reaction. So last night, Columbus Police, or whoever give y'all your tactics, they taught y'all all wrong. Y'all should have kept a safe distance. Y'all should have made sure that the roads was clear for the protest. Y'all should have let them go on and protest and stayed the fuck out the way. Keep a safe distance so that you don't have to, so that you don't give nobody a reason. You give people reasons to do shit. And I think you want people to be, I think you wanted to try some new toys. This is what you might be seeing all over this country right now. People want to experiment with their new toys since they've been, militarized. They got the tear gas, you know what I'm saying, looking like the Gaza Strip in some of these goddamn places. Come on, family. I mean, it makes very little sense. So we have an unjust murder, and we got people all over the country outraged because they want answers. They want answers on why an individual, even if they're a police officer, could kill somebody and be able to go home and have tea, go home and have a beer, go home with pay. You know what I'm saying? This is the outrage. And you expect people in 2020 where we got communications where we could communicate with everybody instantaneously all over the world to just accept that shit. Well, it's the rule of law. You're supposed to keep some order. The first thing that should have happened was when you was firing them, you should have arrested them. You could have put them in a cell safe away from everybody else. You could have put them up under some type of house arrest and snuck them to a hotel. But you could have demonstrated that you were planning to do justice. Take their ass up off the street. It's very simple. Very simple. Take their ass up off the street, put them in jail. Y'all can keep, I understand it, they going to the police. These they people. They're going to try to keep them safe. That's what they're supposed to do. But they are not supposed to be out amongst the people. That's part of the outrage. Then also, let's go in and let's just think about this, right? Just really think about this. This man publicly executed a black man. Not just a black man, but he executed a black man that was an American. He executed a citizen of this country. And for no other reason, his ass and his compatriots need to be pulled up off the streets. See, this is one of the reasons why with ADOS, I love the fact that they talk about a specialized citizenship, a protected class. Because it's horrible functioning in this motherfucker, knowing that at any given time, anything can happen. It's bad enough that I'm piled up with a bunch of motherfuckers that's broke by no fault of their own. Yeah, well, a few of them might be their fault, but most of these motherfuckers is broke by birth. It's just their birthright. And all types of flashy shit is put in front of them, so they want to make a come up. But then I have to deal with motherfuckers with badges or motherfuckers suspicion. And all we saying is that, there is consequences for touching this group of people. There's consequences for pulling this person over unjustly. There's consequences. And we want it to operate within the system so that it's fair. See, because if we start doing shit, right, it's going to be a real problem. But this is the point where people are being pushed. Now, I don't know if y'all, it's certain things in the news, family, and we're going to go through it. I'm going to try to go through some of this stuff because it's like, we got shit popping up all over the country at this point in time. Shouts out to Sheikh Denise. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. All right, so let's go and let's do our toast. All those that are new, if you have ancestors that you want want to be added to the list so that they could be toasted every day, by all means, put them down. I'm talking about personal ancestors. Libations on the State House lawn. You on the State House lawn? Oh, man, Quasi Low is up and at it. Right? You know, all right, but hey, you know, let's shit. You know, like I said, young men for war, old men for counsel. Young men, where is your counsel at? Young warriors, let's drop the young men. Young warriors, where's your counsel at? Where's your advisors? Where's your strategists? They out here. They out here, right? And elders, where your warriors? See, right now is the time for us to start bridging the gap. Because some of us got experience on handling shit like this. Some of us have been planning for shit like this for a very long time. Some of us know what the next step should be after you done tore up High Street or whatever street you on out there in America. This is where the generations need to come together. What's next? 2023, fam. 2023. I'm trying to tell y'all, the energy is in the air. I could feel it calling in the air tonight. Right? It's out there. What we gonna do with it? Right? Are we just gonna get mad and just be throwing shit around? Huh? Is that it? Break a couple of windows? Grab a couple of outfits and some candy and some nuts and shit from downtown? Or are we going to take power? Are we going to use this momentum, use this moment to move into a power building situation? Family, listen. None of this shit would have happened if these motherfuckers would have just, been having serious conversations about black people. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to start with reparations, but you could be really having serious conversations. See, because one of the reasons that officer felt that he could actually do that was because nobody else takes us seriously. Joe Biden needs our vote. He don't take us seriously. You know what I'm saying? Some of the corner stores in our neighborhoods don't take us seriously. Right? So why does he have to take actually, I would kind of be surprised if the officer that actually had his knee on this man's neck feels guilty. Damn, I should have got up earlier. Damn, I don't know what came over me. I'll really be surprised. He probably like, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? He broke the law. Oh, he resisted arrest. How? Y'all had him down. You was choking him, and you expect. See, once again, that's that. I'm white and I say so. Think about this shit. I'm choking the shit out of you. Stay still. Stay still. What kind of logic? What type of education are they giving these police officers where these motherfuckers honestly believe that a motherfucker that is choking to death is going to stand still? Stop moving. Nigga, I'm trying to breathe. That's the foolishness. But let me go and get to libations just in case Brother Quasi is down there. And they're pouring the libations and shit. But family, I'm just like, yo, what's next? What's next? Are we moving towards power, or are we just moving towards tearing shit up? Let me know. I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I have children. I have a legacy that we have to build. We have shit that we have to pass on. Because what they're showing us is that there's no room in America for us anymore. And either we're going to force our space or we're going to take this motherfucker over. Or we just going to be running around tearing shit up. Not that I'm against that. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that I'm against that. But I'm just saying, if that's the plan, like I said, you know, y'all could slip a note to some motherfucker, so you know we could just go on to other shit. This is the modus operandi. We just tear shit up, right? So family, we need to go on and parlay this into power. Now motherfuckers got to come to the table. Now presidential candidates that need our vote need to start talking. I haven't heard shit yet. Right, and then yesterday, family, this is what pissed me off. And I don't know if I was the only one that felt this. But let me go to this news article real quick. If it's still up on my screen. Hold on, let me go to my news screen. I'm going to switch. Give me a second here. We need to go to Gye-Nyame journey. Bear with me for a second, family. Bear with me, right? Boom, there we go. Gye-Nyame Journey Media. All those that's new, go to GNJMedia.support. Once again, that's GNJMedia.support. Help support what we doing. Here we go. Wow, that's today? Oh, we got 7 people. Shouts out, shouts out. Oh, Miss Cynthia, I ain't see you on there. Yeah, Brother Quasi safe. All right, so Ice Cube cancels Good Morning America appearance and says he's done talking. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what they're going to do. Because listen, already, if you look into the news, what they're doing is that they're soiling up the brothers. I didn't even post up the article. They're starting to soil up the brother's history. He had a history of crime, even though he came to Minnesota to change his life. He had a history of crime. They went all through the past crime and stuff like that. Like that actually had something to do with this motherfucker standing on his neck. That, I mean, really. So now they're starting to shift the narrative. We got to be very careful with this. This is why we do folk tales for grown folks, because some of y'all know how stories work, right? All you got to do is tell that shit long enough, right? None of that shit mattered, right? So now what they're going to do, they're going to start bringing out our celebrities to talk about what's going on so that they can express the shit that you feeling. So that you can release those emotions and let this shit go and wait for the next motherfucker for them to kill. What I want you to do, I want you to start thinking about this shit. I want you to start looking at the pattern. Go back. Look at Trayvon Martin. Look at how they did all of it. It's the same cycle over and over again. Now, right? You can see it. All right, boom. Well, now let's bring up some doubt. Let's bring up some doubts about the victim. Let's, turn them from a victim to a possible predator, a possible danger, and then we're going to morph that into bringing other people out, and we're going to listen to your outrage, and we're going to put you in front of those interviewers that know how to do this when they talking to you. For those that on Spreaker, you don't see me. I'm shaking my head, and in a sense, agreeing with you, even though I don't agree. What I'm doing is encouraging you to let that angst go, let that energy go, so that other people that might be listening to you, because, you're popular. It's a lot of people that might be listening to you. They understand that we here in this country give a damn about how you feel. And then we'll move on to the next news cycle, and we'll speak about it just a little bit less, and we'll bring someone on, and maybe we might, through some of our secret companies, maybe we might fund another movement for y'all, but we won't fund change. People was laughing at ADOS when they was running around here talking about reparations. Where they gonna get the money from? Where they gonna get the money from? Where the money gonna come from? Y'all stupid. That shit ain't never gonna happen. And these motherfuckers passed out $2 trillion like it wasn't shit. And then, and even with that, the people got the smallest part of it. Motherfuckers, it's like, y'all, I mean, it's like we've been so hoodwinked. All of us. So hoodwinked. It's ridiculous. So Ice Cube like, fuck that. I'm not going on here so I could pacify these people. Make them feel safe, family. Black men, y'all got to get used to motherfuckers being uncomfortable around you. We got to get it back to that shit. Because at one point in time, we had it like that. It was certain conversations that wouldn't go on when you entered the motherfucking room. It's still certain conversations, but it's a little bit different now. It's more out of, I don't even know what but it's not uncomfortable. They're not uncomfortable to do some of the shit that they do. They need to be uncomfortable when we in the room. Because it's a debt owe. You know how you feel when that motherfucker you owe money walk into the room? Every room we walk into America, motherfuckers need to feel like, damn, I owe this nigga some money. Damn, I owe them. We owe them. We owe them. And that's the attitude we got to start carrying around. Not being an asshole about it, but being on point about it. Because the fact of the matter is, it's true. You are owed. You are owed. I'm sorry. Well, I don't want to stop it. But But anyway, let's keep it moving. I just want to get to this piece yesterday. All right. It's heartbreaking. Franklin County Sheriff reacts to damage in downtown Columbus following protests. They, we reported the same thing going on in Minnesota. They're burning shit down. And I know a lot of people see, and then on top of that, y'all get caught up in the rage acts rather than the reason for the rage. What sense do that make? Some of y'all just so goddamn righteous you are of no earthly good. I'm just saying, because y'all looking at the wrong shit. Why? See, rather than you look at what's being done, rather than being like, why is this shit happening? What did that store have to do with it? Do they think he paid them? I mean, it's like, look at the rage. Look at the reason behind the rage rather than the actions of the rage. Is the rage justified? First off, see this, and when you start having conversations and people start going into this, the first thing you need to do, strategy, family, is to ask, oh, I hear you, but is the rage justified? Okay. Well, why they ain't tearing up their own shit? Possibly because they don't have no shit to tear up. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever, we got to start learning how to deal, especially with some of our people when they come with this righteous, this truly unrighteous thought. Because let me tell you one of the most righteous things that an individual can do. Protect his group. See, we got righteousness confused with universalism. When it's about everybody. What about your goddamn group? You can't be part of the universe if your group don't exist. And if people trying to force you out of existence, what type of righteousness is it for you to be cowardly? That's unrighteous. That's demonic. As a matter of fact, family, let me say this to a lot of my family out there. Do you not know that suicide is a sin? At least in the culture that we are in Western theology, suicide is a sin. So what is it when you allow somebody to kill you? Or somebody have intentions of killing you and you just walk into, is that not suicide? That's what many of us are practicing. You're sinning against the very foundation of your belief system. You're committing suicide. You're unprepared, and you know that you got wolves waiting outside your goddamn door. So, all right, let's go. So we got this happening in Minnesota, and those of you that are wondering why they burn this shit down, look at Minnesota. Look at some of the policies in Minnesota. I don't even got to know it. Look at some of the shit that's been going on in Minnesota. Right? Let's keep it moving because I want to get to this and I want to show you this, right? You know, because we got the Democrats needing us. And I want to show you what the Democrats do. All right. So now I know y'all heard about this. Democratic lawmaker goes on epic rant after GOP colleague admits hiding positive coronavirus tests. Y'all need to see this shit. This motherfucker went off, right? Because Republicans are so concerned about opening everything and getting y'all back to the slave labor, right? That they went into chamber with these motherfuckers coming from quarantine. According to him, they come from quarantine to the State House, not tell anybody but the leadership that what they got, walking around coughing on motherfuckers. And they work it out, they got everybody in there. And everybody has been exposed to corona. Because these dudes want to hold the illusion that is not real. And they want to open up the state. Man, hold on. But y'all got to check that out. All right, I wanted to share my sister here, Gloria D. Howard, but I'm trying to find this article. See, I got to find a different way. Oh, ADOS men had a show not last night on Ujima. Was real good. Check it out. Great conversation. Shouts out to Brother Mark Stevenson, the leader of ADOS here in Columbus. As usual, he shined. You know what I'm saying? Doing his damn thing, doing the damn thing. All right, we're going to check that out. Brothers from all over the country that support ADOS. Trump to sign executive order pursuing social media giants amid silence over U.S. 100,000 death toll. Follow live. So go and check that out. There's a little bit more to that story, and I won't get into it, but that ain't the one I'm looking for. The rage has been set loose. The hunted has turned into the hunter. Looting fire set in Minneapolis, southwest Minneapolis. You know what I'm saying? And they want to call it rioting, and you gotta go on and change the language. It's not rioting, it's rebelling. And then family, check this shit out, right? We just, less than 2 weeks ago, maybe not even 2 weeks ago, we just had motherfuckers on the State House lawn with rifles. They didn't corner them motherfuckers. They didn't hem them in, right? You had these motherfuckers all over the country. You had no issues. Why? Because they gave them room. Look at the strategy that they used. Look at the strategy that they lose. Even if it's impromptu, police officers are paid. Some of them will get in overtime. Fall y'all asses back. Give them room. Protect the property around. All you got to do is you put people in key places and you monitor the progress, but give them room. Allow them to do what they do rather than trying to hem them in. Come on, family. It's not a hard strategy. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard. It's not that hard. It's sort of like when your child is showing out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to give them room till they get tired. Then you be like, you tired now? Go lay your ass down. Right? But no. Y'all got to shut up right now because I said so. More black men are in prison today than were enslaved in 1850. We talked about that yesterday, but let me get to this one. I'm almost there. I can smell it. How can America this is the one right here. So this happened. Because now, I just want to go back to the date. I'm not going to read the whole. House of Representatives conduct first proxy vote in its 231-year history. They did a proxy vote, right? And I'm cool about that. But the proxy vote made history when there's other things that they could have did proxy votes about or even had major conversations about. Because at the same time they was doing this was one day ago, right? They want to condemn China for how China treats some of its citizens. Where's our shit from the Democrats right now? And if it is out there, go and post it up for us on Gye-Nyame Journey so that we know. Where's the statements from the president, from the Democratic presidential nominee that wants something from us? I know he got connections in Minnesota. I know he could get down to the bottom of what happened real quick and be able to make a snap judgment. Even if he wrong, because he been wrong before. He don't mind stumbling over words, but when it comes to us, he want to be very careful when he stumble over words, huh? Nah. You know what I'm saying? Where's the reaction? Where the Democratic Party? They say we part of, that. Nah, because they don't have to say shit. You know why? Because you are a prisoner voter. You vote not because you want to. You vote because you have to. Because I'm telling y'all right now, family, the same strategy has been used over and over again. We always have to vote in fear. We always have to vote in fear. We always got to hold our nose and vote. In most cases. When Obama first ran, that's the first time that many of us really, really was like, yo, damn, all right, maybe it's going to be some change. But you know what they say about hope. They done convinced us that hope is for suckers. Let's go to our, I ain't even pour libations yet. I'm sorry, family. So let's get to these libations. I'm sorry. So today, I went last night, me and Cleve went up there yesterday or sometime. Yesterday, we switched it out. We added some more honey. And those that remember the tea, Instagram, you're not going to be able to see this clearly. But those that remember the tea, this is the change. I let it sit down there for about 7 days. Let's see. Hold on. I want y'all to see this good. Hold on. All right. Let's see. Hopefully y'all can hear it on Spreaker. Woo! I love it. Y'all see that shit? Oh, with the smoke. Oh, my God. And we make this here in the Black Cave. Oh, my God. Look at the head. Look at that. This is called that ambrosia. For those that don't know, let's go and do this toast. That's why I got the Jeffro Bodine top, so that it can pop off and not blow up my bottle. But here we go, family. First, giving honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that creator and we say, I say, from there, family, where do we go? It's a very simple journey. We move to our list of our ancestors, and we call on our list of our ancestors. Are you ready? I'm going to go from memory as far as I can, and then, of course, I'll pull a sheet. Those that want their ancestors added, by all means, feel free to post it up on the timeline. Hit us up on our Facebook page at GNJMedia.support or go to GNJMedia.support. Leave your ancestors on that timeline as well. Or if you're listening through Instagram or whatever, you catching us later, post it up. You know what I'm saying? But find some way, get it to us so that we can go and add your ancestors to the list, because we go through this every day. Let me clear my mind. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert Tex, Senator Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie, Tilly, Georgia, William, Walter, Christopher, Patton, Gaston, Eileen, Uncle Chris, Alfine, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Irvin Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pimenel, No More X, Pet Mont, Rob Malika Pakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Dick L. Pulley and the Luxor Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Frederick Crawley Sr., Jerry Brunson, Alonzo Johnson. Oh my God. My mind is slipping. I ain't make it that far down the list. Oh my God. So we're going to start at Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling, and Lucy Wright. Let me make sure, because I don't think I said Alfred Broford, Hector, J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling, and Lucy Wright, There Pulling, the Luxor Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renneman, Virginia Rogers, Rem James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Dale Hodge, Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Burt Beatty, Sarah Willoughby, the Farmer, Argo Sosu, Cheryl Harvey, Ann Charmaine, Evelyn Deolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Ada Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Edgar Trish Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selby Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hilda Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Banks, May Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quells, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quells, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Del Ritter Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West, James Parham, Danny Jones, Henry Ward, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Adler Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Other Caleb, Rosemary Martinelli, Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas Lula Berry, Lacey Eleanor Howe, Frank Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Mina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Will Joe Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Tina Monez, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We got William Walter West, Nigel Paris. We got Elder Besiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Wallace, DeFriedis Hines, Honest Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scanabay, Wilson Headley, Emma High, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Print Up Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Maeda Kennedy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brownlee, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Dorr, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Althea Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball, Brandon Bradley, Kim, Janie Harry, Tub McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Elaine Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino, Baby Hatch, had Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hatstack, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Axe Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robin Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Nitty Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Bibi Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, May Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Manila, Albert Smiley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Arlington Houston, Lud Oz, Elijah Oz, Jerome Oz, Henry West Stalin, Joe, Jamel Oz, and Pierce Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jenna Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Mariel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruben Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Urban Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javed McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekhar Mahar Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Albert, Mazarin Coper, George Swan, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We move from there to the blacklist. And where do we go? We move to Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We move to Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lonnie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Shelton Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Summer Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Eldon Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid is in transition, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gantz, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Munger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Cassandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers. We have Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Jim and Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Wester, Alice Wester, Ivy Wester, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall. We have Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young, III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Coper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don, Sarah Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Levon Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones. We lift up our glass to all of our ancestors, and with that, we give the mighty word of Ashe. From there, family, move to the present moment right now. We are standing on Nia. I want to give all the Nia babies a round of applause. Y'all can hear the applause on Instagram. They hear it everywhere. All right, family. For those of you that sit around wondering, what do you mean by Nia, baby? And what do you mean by Nia? Y'all need to go to free G&J e-course and learn what the hell we talking about. Free G&J. The first word is free. FreeGNJEcourse.com. All right. Here, let me post it up for y'all so that y'all get it. Make it real easy. Boom. There we go. FreeGNJEcourse.com. The letter G as in Gina, N as in no, and J as in juice. E-course. FreeGNJEcourse.com. Let's keep it moving. All right, so family. Once again, as I usually do, I am going to ask you to activate your reticular formation and take some time. Take some time to activate your reticular formation. You know what I'm saying? Act that part of you that searches shit out. And I know in these times it could be hard, but our principles are out there. Find your principles. The principle of the day is so appropriate for it, especially after what happened last night. Purpose. Find purpose. Purpose is out there, family. Purpose. What is the purpose? Right? What's the end? What's the purpose? Why are you doing what you're doing? Why were you born? Why did you choose to come here? Right? We come through the same bloodlines because we got challenges as families and as tribes, and we reunite. And the question is, are you on purpose? Are you doing shit accidentally? Are you being led by somebody that's trying to lead you into an accident, or someone that just don't know what the fuck they doing? You got to ask those questions. Be bold enough to ask purpose. So I'm asking you to activate your reticular formation and find that Nia around you. And I already defined Nia. Nia means purpose. From there, family, today, the principles of the day, we got the modern principle of balance. We got the color yellow, as you can see by the shirt. Go to GNJMedia.support. Check out the merch. Oh, Sister Navita is dropping her first shirt in her line. I just got to get her to approve it. I don't know. It might be up right now. But I just need her to go on and check it out. Go on and support her work. The Hermetic law for the day is rhythm. Male name is Kofi. Female name is Afua. All right? So we raise our glass to this present moment, knowing that all that we need to do happens in the moment, family. Stop wasting your moments. Stop letting them run by you. You know, well, actually, they don't run by you. You always in them and shit. But they eventually turn into something, right? They turn into the past. So we want to take these moments and we want to be on Nia with them. So we lift up our glass and we salute. Guess what we say? Yes, that's right. I say. From there, family, move to our children's children, onto infinity. We lift our glass up to our future generations, pledging to keep our word to them, pledging to keep our promise to them, pledging to keep our space and our time, and also hold on to some resources so that they won't have to start from scratch, so that we could pass it on. Raise up our glass and we say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Very simple journey. Where we going to go? Where we going to go is very simple. We're going to move to all of our relations, raise our glass, we say Ashe. From our relation, family, this is that selfish toast. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move towards the greater you? What is it? I'm lifting the glass for you. Hopefully you lifting the glass for yourself. And with that, we say Ashe. Family, last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, the most outstanding, the most beautiful, the most uplifting individual in the room. I lift my glass up to you and I salute you, and we say Ashe. Hold on. Ashe. Come on. Ashe. 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 Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. And I'm going to drink up and I'm going to get out of here. Oh, God. I'm going to let this sit for a while. This is too sweet. Too sweet. I had too much honey. What a problem to have. God damn. All right. Family, I am out. But before we go, check this out.
Women, but most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her is Circe, who's represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea.
Learn more.
The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a
75 years organizing in our communities. Elder Marie Kelsey put together this special report called the 11 Steps. Consideration for Empowered African Center Organization. Be sure to get your copy at RevaKelsey.com. Y'all all have a great New Year as well. I'm out. I'm going to finish up my ambrosia. I'm about to hit these streets.